Good morning. Good morning. So good to have you here this morning. This is Kathleen L. just popping on real quick for your weekly inspiration and guidance for May 10th of 2010. I said this earlier in one of my private groups, but I cannot believe we're already almost into the middle of May this year. I'm truly excited to be able to be here with you to do this weekly guidance. For those of you who don't know me and new to my pages, I'm Kathleen L., and I assist people to move through their grief and their loss so they can feel love, joy, and connection again, maybe believe a little and have a little inspiration as well. I am starting a new program called Grief to Belief Stepping Stones. It's my second time around. It's a 5-week program for those who are interested in moving through their loss in a healthy way so they actually can heal through their pain so they're no longer suffering. This week's weekly inspiration was channeled during my morning meditation, and what I received was to share with you for this week to try something new. Every time that you think you have to do something because someone else wants you to, or because you think you're obligated to do it because that is your role, I encourage you to stop and check in with your heart. Check in with the love from you and the compassion for yourself, and be able to just say, is this what my heart wants? Because when you're doing things from a space of obligation and responsibility, you're creating an energy of feeling as if you don't have a choice. And that energy is of lack and of resentment and pain and irritation and sadness, really, and maybe a little anger even. So if you're coming from obligation and responsibility, that energy is felt from those who are receiving from you. So I might encourage you, and I invite you for this week to actually step into your heart before you make a choice. Stop, breathe, and ask your heart, am I doing this because I want to, or because my heart is asking me to? And if you are, then go for it, do it. And if you're not, then I invite you to see how you can recreate an opportunity to do what your heart is calling you to do. So I hope that inspiration is helpful for you, and that you can use that throughout the week. And I'd love for you to just post on the live and let me know that when you actually make a change in how you respond to something. So instead of reacting, respond from your heart, from your heart's calling, from the love's position, love's place. All right, so we're taking the cards from the Spirit Animal Oracle, from Colette Baron Reid's Spirit Animal Oracle. We had one card already drop out. It's Know Your Worth is one. So what else we have? So I'll draw 3 cards, and now if you're watching this on the replay or live, that this is meant for you. And if you're watching, go ahead and say hello and let me know who's here with us today. Just drop your name as well with the StreamYard. Please show us what we need or you'd like us to know today. Sometimes the cards come out quickly, sometimes they don't. So we just have to go with whatever's happening. First one popped right out, but not yet. Please show us what we need to know this week. Oops, that's not it either. Oops, that one did fall out. And that was just a poor shuffling. I'll be right back. As you can tell, Freedom is Yours is the second one. So Know Your Worth and Freedom is Yours. It goes right along with the channeled message that I had. Oh, and there's the third one. Give with gratitude and grace. Oh my gosh, you can't make this up. So number 54, Skunk Spirit, Know Your Worth. Number 33, Horse Spirit, Freedom is Yours. And number 61, Turkey Spirit, Give with gratitude and grace. Now, this week's message is very clear. You know, the channeled message was to give with love from your heart, not from obligation and responsibility. And all 3 of these cards are saying the same thing. All three of the cards are being know your worth. And when you're giving or doing or being from your heart space and not from your head space out of obligation, you are knowing your worth. You are honoring yourself and holding yourself with compassion. And so this week, I invite you to do that, to hold yourself in compassion. And when you hold yourself in compassion, you hold others in compassion and love as well. Freedom is yours. You have the freedom to choose. You have the freedom to be able to walk the path that you choose to walk. You can honor yourself and not do something just because you're supposed to do it or you feel obligated to do it. There's ways around that. There's ways to honor your heart and still honor other people. When you're honoring your heart, you're honoring others by not doing out of obligation. And give with gratitude and grace. I don't know what else to say. That's all. The three messages that I'm sharing with you is exactly what we channeled. So this week, it's really, really important for you to be in your heart space, be in your heart center, make choices that are of honoring of you and of your energy, and to give with grace and gratitude. And giving with grace and gratitude creates even more energy, and that just expands into the world. And while those choices may seem small and infinite, I mean, small and really not a big deal, they are a big deal, because when you're giving from energy from your heart center and there's this grace and gratitude that you get to do with whatever you're doing, that creates that energy throughout the world, and it starts to bubble out, and it starts to touch different people, and it starts to affect other people the same way. So when you're giving with grace and gratitude, you're giving with love and compassion from your heart because you want to, because it makes you feel good. And when you give from obligation and responsibility, you're giving out of you're giving out of a lack mentality. You're giving energy of like, oh, this doesn't feel good. I don't really want to do that. And that energy expands as well. So whatever energy you're in from the inside out is the energy that creates on the outside, and it continues to create in your environment. So please honor yourself this week. Trust that. Put a comment in the link below or in the comments below this week as you start to honor that, and just notice how that changes the energy in the environment that you're in right now. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you live in a week. I also want to just say that I have some exciting things out. I have Beyond. It's called Grief to Belief Stepping Stones. Grief to Belief Stepping Stones program that starts on Tuesday, May 18th, and that is a 5-week program that's starting for those who are moving through loss of any sort whatsoever. And also, I am starting a new project, which is so exciting for others, for everyone. I'm going to have 33 authors join me in a book collaboration that's called Living After Loss. And the book cover's done, and I'm going to start looking for people who are interested and offering their stories on how you live after loss and how that has changed your life in certain ways for the better, and created even something that you would never have expected it to create for you and for others. So if you know someone, please private message me. If you are interested, private message me, and we can have a discovery call, and we can decide whether it's right for you to join us in the Living After Loss. And I'll be doing some more live on that in the future. Have a great day and a great week, and I'll see you soon.